So did you happen to see these communist wackos outside the Jason Aldean concert this past weekend? You didn't hear about this? And you know me, I love looking for articles like this. This is at the Chicago Tribune. So in case you missed it, Saturday night, Jason Aldean gave a concert, Tinley Park. And there was a group of about 20 communist wackos, part of one of these far-left Chicago activist groups. And this is a story by Hank Sanders. Communist group burns flags, protests Jason Aldean's Tinley Park concert. Daily Southtown. That's the subtitle here. Now, this came out September 10th, so yesterday. And there's an update. Ooh, we have an update. 4:57 p.m. Juicy. So it says here, a community organization that aligns itself with communist beliefs held a protest Sunday night outside country music singer Jason Aldean's concert in Tinley Park. Now, Aldean has received praise and criticism for his chart-topping song, Try That in a Small Town, with lyrics that warn people not to commit acts of violence, swear at police, or burn the American flag in small towns, because these people will see retaliation like they've never seen before. You thought white supremacy was bad? You ain't seen nothing yet, brother. No, Mr. Sanders. People want to live in a peaceful neighborhood. They don't want people burning down businesses or burning flags or robbing banks, looting stores, saying that it would be harsher in the small towns of America than in the big cities. Well, I wonder why that is. Because we don't put up with crap out here, that's why. Now, critics say the message that small-town citizens will take matters into their own hands, get this, folks, harkens back to Jim Crow rhetoric. Jim Crow rhetoric. What does wanting a peaceful neighborhood and peaceful protest have to do with Jim Crow rhetoric? Absolutely nothing. See, it's all about white supremacy and race with these people, Mr. Sanders. So a group of about 20 gathered outside Credit Union 1 Amphitheater in Tinley Park as part of a protest led by Revolution Club Chicago. Trying to show you the absurdity of these people here. A far-left group that calls for a revolution against capitalism. Quote, guess what, Jason Aldean? Asked Rafael Cardeas, who's from Berkeley, California. So he isn't even from Chicago. Who came to Chicago for the protest. Quote, we will try that in a small town, we will try that in a big city, and we will try that right in front of your concert. Well, you go, boy. Just don't let the door kick you on the ass on the way out. Now, about a dozen police officers surrounded the group as Leo Pargo, one of the Revolution Club Chicago's leaders, struck a lighter and set the flag on fire. Ooh, that rhymes. He struck a lighter, set the flag on fire, and got thrown on the slammer. Caderas said there were no altercations between the protesters and the concertgoers beyond a few people being flipped off. And I'm pretty sure I know who flipped off who here. The veteran Nashville Stars song became a conservative rallying cry after CMT Bandit's music video, which was shot at a Tennessee courthouse once used for a lynching, according to a Los Angeles Times report. A question here. How many mixed marriages were approved at this courthouse? Remember that case, Loving versus Virginia? Fox News and Florida Governor Ron DeSantis expressed support, helping turn the song into a symbol of the left's supposed cancel culture overreach and propelling Aldean toward his first appearance at the top of the Hot 100. Mr. Sanders, Jason Aldean did not need help from Fox News or from Governor DeSantis, because he's speaking what people already know, what people are feeling out here. Many notable figures in the Democrat Party have called out Aldean's song. Now, this is really rich. So this is, remember Democrat Representative Justin Jones, who was part of the three people who got, I think, expelled from the Tennessee State House because they were speaking out of turn or they were protesting when they weren't supposed to, going against the House rules. Quote, "This is an anthem that reminds me of stories of young men like Trayvon Martin, Ralph Yarn, Ahmaud Arbery, who were killed by white vigilantes." Trayvon Martin got into an altercation with George Zimmerman. George Zimmerman is half Hispanic. Well, he's still white, you know. And he said this to CNN during an interview. Now, the song's music video, which has over 35 million views, is interspersed with some clips of flags burning and large protests to drive the point home that we are not going to put up with this nonsense where we live. You want to peacefully protest? Fine. But don't be burning down my neighborhood or my city. Got it? The representatives for Aldean did not immediately respond to a request for comment over the weekend. But when the song came out and the backlash was shared in the media, Aldean responded in a social media post, quote, you remember this, "There is not a single lyric in the song that references race or points to it, and there isn't a single video clip that isn't real news footage." Exactly. This is all real news footage. Remember they tried to go after him for that? You're using copyrighted material. Well, this was out there in the open on YouTube or wherever on social media, but he's using copyrighted material. Aldean posted this statement on social media. According to Billboard, posts are no longer visible on his social media pages. Now, Pargo said burning the flag is defended speech. He also defended communism, saying while people in the United States, quote, have been lied to about communism, this protest welcomes people who may not agree with all of the Revolutionary Club Chicago's tenets. White people have been lied to about communism. What about MLK? It's believed that MLK was a communist or leaned towards communism. So a story for you here at the Chicago Tribune. Again, if you missed it, this past weekend, Jason Aldean's concert, 20 of these communist wacko protesters, far-left protesters in Chicago, part of this club that wants to have another American revolution, a communist revolution, as they were burning flags and saying anti-American chants on the eve of 9/11. Way to go, Chicago. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, you know what to do. You can also follow me at Instagram, #JasonComposes, because I write music in my spare time. Or you can find me at X, formerly Twitter, Culture Confederacy, at CultureConfed1 on X. This is the Culture Confederacy saying peace out, stay safe, everybody. God bless this thing called the United States. And you know how we do it here. This is where the past crashes with the present. I'll catch you next time. And y'all have a great weekend.